Hey guys, it's Brad. Today I got something a little different for all of us, for me too, not just you. We're gonna be meeting up with some people that saw me on Brad's World and contacted me to have me come and do a property inspection for them here in my own hometown of Montepulciano. And it was a very, very reasonably priced apartment, something you don't see here very much because it's just so busy here. Now, this brings up a point. It's so busy here. Why is this street completely vacant? Well, I'm walking one block to the east of the main street of Montepulciano. Montepulciano is a hilltop, historic town, and there's one main street that goes from the bottom to the top. And it's about a mile, about a kilometer and a quarter long, maybe almost 2 kilometers long, just a little over a mile long. And it's lined with shops and restaurants and historic stuff. And we're gonna go take a look. They are just come in from Australia, and this is their first time that they're gonna see this apartment in person, but they're already under contract and are scheduled to close in the next, I think, 48 hours. So let's go meet them, let's go see this apartment, and let's see what these guys are getting for an undisclosed amount, although I hope I can tell you later in the video. All right, let's go. Now I had to stop for a second because Olivia is parking the car and was going to meet me up here. She's not here yet, but I just wanted to mention our biggest apartment is the ground floor of this. This is Palazzo Buratti, and we own about 2/3 of the ground floor of that, and that's our very big apartment that we do on rental, nightly rental. And I wanted to take you guys into it just now, but it's summer season, and that's how it's booked right now. It's booked 9 out of these 10 or 11 nights. So we can't go inside, unfortunately. Oh, and there's Olivia there. So guys, we're just a little bit early for the walkthrough of these people's new apartment that they're seeing for the first time. And I own apartments on this street. I don't just make videos because I got nothing better to do. Which I actually don't have anything better to do, but anyway, I actually own properties here in town, and this is one of the ones that we bought. This is in Palazzo Venturi. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. And if you went back in time in my videos, you would see this before we even put in the kitchen and stuff. And I really like this.
Hello.
And it's Ollie's back. Yay! She's back. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Say hi to everybody. They miss you. They ask about you.
Hi, everybody.
She was visiting her mother out of the country. So we were on the main street, and this is, there's the main street down there. And this is what we put together for one of our rentals. This is some original fresco, but there wasn't much left in the apartment. We couldn't really save anything. A little bit more modern look here, but we accented with a lot of mirrors like this one, I believe, is how old, baby? 250?
I think so.
Something like that.
Even more, I think.
Yeah. So we have a really great antiques dealer if you guys ever need anything. And it's not super expensive. And it's really interesting. But this is what, in Montepulciano, a rental that would rent for a couple $100 a night. And this is, I think, a steal, because hotel rooms here in this town can be over, I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And this is like a 700 square foot, 800 square foot apartment. And we kitted out the kitchen. You could cook a gourmet meal. There's all sorts of good quality cookware. We always give a bottle of wine, local wine. And then here's where all the magic happens. Well, depending on how their trip is going. But anyway, this is a king bedroom, and then there's a little loft upstairs as well. This one had central heat and air. Very, very unusual to have that. And that was already in when we bought it. And this is something else unusual, a closet. You almost never see closets. And the piece de resistance, this wide angle lens makes this look a lot skinnier than it is, but it is kind of skinny. We put in this new shower and look at this view. Unfortunately, there's a Sahara sandstorm that's blown up over Italy right now. So it looks like LA in 1981 basically, but that's your view from your shower. Anyway, I just thought you guys might find this interesting to see as we're walking up. This is what a really high quality nightly rental looks like. If you want to get hundreds and hundreds of dollars a night for one of your rentals, this is what you need to put together. It can't be a little bit of IKEA furniture and unless you're in Rome or Florence, then you can do whatever you want. But you need to go with a nice finish out, like this place, right, babe?
Yes.
So, all right, now say goodbye.
Ciao.
You have guests coming in and they're coming up in the dark.
So you don't hear me, you don't see me, but I work all the time. And
That's okay.
yes.
I should have worn
One
different
of the
clothes.
weeks we provide barbecue because it's a special one where we go together
What's this?
and then we invite for dinner.
Very exciting.
Oh no, the idea is do nothing, just buy the meat and let Andrea have it.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a good idea? Yes. I would prefer just some.
It's time.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it doesn't make good.
We're all puffing.
I'm not sure the lights were on last time we came.
Oh. Doesn't. I thought it was a damn pack reception shower here.
Plastic balls.
Like, oh, is this one? That's not like very.
One needs to be cleaner. Doesn't look good when you're looking at photos, does it?
Yeah, be careful. You, yes.
Hard enough to find an apartment at this price in Montepulciano. But one with the big terrace. Now all this needs to be cleaned up. But this is all great DIY stuff that needs to be done. And that over there is very important. That tells us already that we can put in a split system in this apartment, which is huge. Because like today, it's humid and it's 90. It's very unusual. And if you look up at the sky, a Saharan dust storm blew in. And so it's a little gritty, it's humid, and it's stagnant. And luckily tomorrow it's going to start raining. Here's the kitchen from the outside in.
Yeah, I was referring to another appointment. I have my block notice with writing down there, and one drop of rain is completely red.
So this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. I found our big freezer.
Yeah.
¿Qué tal, huh?
Ooh. Like kind of creepy bowl.
See it?
No.
We don't have that.
Almost.
In America, they do.
Yeah. We don't have baking on, we don't really.
This is 1970s, boy. In 1966. But this bathroom is definitely 1970s.
Did you bring your hammer with you to get rid of the...
Say it again?
You said you were going to get the tiles off for
Yeah,
it.
I'll take them off.
It's not working.
Jeez Louise, what expect a lot for a bottle of wine. The floors are in keepable shape, I think. I mean, I always say this, except for the kitchens and bathrooms, most rooms, bedrooms, offices, whatever, that don't have water in them are super easy fixes. What could you do in here other than paint the walls, maybe change the light fixture out because maybe not. You know, you actually might be able to work with that. But there's not much else you could do in here. Whereas bathrooms and kitchens are a full deal. But I can tell you a bathroom like this, if you had to replace the radiator, it's not a huge deal, assuming the pipes to it and from it are in good condition. That's not expensive. All the tile, putting in a walk-in shower instead of a tub, changing out all the fixtures, toilet, bidet, the sink, they're not expensive. You're better off fixing them because you don't want to go through all the trouble of having something remodeled and then have to come back later because that thing's 40 years old, having to change it. So better just to make sure everything is high and dry and in good quality now. And I think you could do this whole bathroom, including the tile work. I wouldn't tile up so high, by the way. I would do a nice tile and come maybe this high, put in a nice enclosed shower, a big walk-in one, new toilet, new bidet, new sink. 5,000, easy. So what they're talking about doing is this would be one bedroom. And then this in here would be another bedroom and take out that wall to join it with this room and have this be the master, this whole thing. That wall goes out, this be the master, and then in the kitchen area, through that doorway there, you'd knock down a wall and make that the whole living, dining, kitchen area. Because you see, this is really has one purpose, and that's a place to shower and sleep while you're traveling and touring. It's not like they're going to be living here full time. And so if you were to take down the wall that's right here behind that stove, you would have a pretty good size open kitchen, dining, put in a sofa kind of place, common area. And you just kind of have to figure out how you want to use your place and make the best use of the limited space that you have. But at the price point of this place, even after it's done, it's a winner, no matter how you slice and dice it. So what did you think of it?
It needs a lot of love, but I think it'd be really pretty when you're done.
I think it's a nice DIY project. They just told me they're not planning on renting it to the public. This is just for them and family and to give it as a gift to friends. What a great gift.
I know.
Can you imagine like if your buddy Tim said, hey, you're going to Italy, go stay in our place for a week for free. They already own it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Hey guys, it's Brad. So, I hope you enjoyed the tour of Tim and Bev's new apartment, and I think you guys did great. A really nice place. And now we're going to go shopping. We're going to a bathroom supplier, bathroom showers and tile, also some flooring. Then we're going to go to a really big hardware store called Obi, a couple other little stores, and then we're going to go find a travertine tile manufacturer where they actually take slabs of travertine almost as big as a railroad car and slice them down into 7 and 8 centimeter thick slabs of travertine to use in flooring and walls and stuff. And it's a really interesting place. So we'll see you guys when we get to the shop. Ciao. Let's go look in the wood section over here. This is where we got our Umbrian wood for our biggest apartment. We redid all the bedrooms in wood because we wanted something warmer than tile.
We don't have a lot of light in our apartment. We need to probably have a light.
And I think that's more or less exactly what we used.
Don't worry, it's okay.
That's too yellow. That's nice.
What do you think?
I like it.
Let's see some pricing. So the list price is 97. This is just for the wood. List price is 97 euros per square meter. If you were in the US, that would be about $11 per square foot. And they're all going to vary. And then on top of that, you'll be getting a discount, usually 25 to 35%, depending on how much you're spending here. Olivia and I spent a lot of money with this company. We not only got all our wood, we got all the tile for the showers, and we got all the bathrooms. We did 4 bathrooms completely from the ground up. So we spent about 45,000 euros with this company on the remodel for our biggest apartment. They were our biggest supplier.
And textures and
I always
just
seem to go for
overwhelm.
the same colours all the time.
You ready for another remodel?
yes, for my own house.
Yeah. God willing and the creek don't rise.
I'll either go grey.
So these guys are just putting the final touches now on their new showroom. That was kind of the older one. Needless to say, this is a pretty nice building. And this is in a really small little town where they located themselves. We're in between Chiusi and Acquaviva, more or less. I'll put a map here. Wow.
Yes, this one is a new modern one, matte black, and it's a shower like the spot. They reproduce a spot, but it's shower.
Yes.
And then there is the hook, and
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that.
Fancy schmancy.
Oh my god.
Do you love it? The basic.
yes, we
You're
have
in trouble now.
also several
It is what it
modern, classic, if you like, also
Honey, look at
the
this.
taps. This one is mixer, but it's more
Hold on.
classic mixer.
Yeah.
Look at this.
You have that.
We have
Is that your bathtub?
Yes.
brushed or glossy. Let's say. They make several things. You can have also toilets color. So if you don't want the glossy.
It's so new in here that nothing's priced, but we're going to go upstairs after this into the older showroom and I'll give you guys an idea of pricing. But so much nicer than the old little half-round, quarter-round showers that you seem to see everywhere in older places here in Italy. And you're going to be surprised. This stuff looks like it would be crazy expensive. And it's only expensive. No, I'm kidding. It's not that bad. A lot of free-floating toilets so you can clean the entire floor. We went with toilets that went all the way to the ground because we deal with an international clientele and people become quite heavy sometimes. So we didn't want to have any issues.
With special hinges.
Hinge.
Yes. Because one part remains inside and the other part.
Yep.
Wow.
Benissimo.
Pretty nice.
We have also very special collection. This one from Montepulciano. It seems a special tissue, but it's not. It's a tile. They
wow.
make with the decoration, they make
That's the kind we went with
several
down there.
colors.
Yes.
Also,
I like
here,
this one. This one is nice. And it has
marble,
texture.
but it's not marble. It's always
Yeah?
dressed porcelain.
Interesting.
Yeah. Different.
This one is brush.
But I do like it the way they ran it in the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just reverse.
Yeah.
Look at this one too. This one is nice. Oh wow.
Yeah, if you feel like
These are
it.
the new from
Yeah.
porcelanosa. You have porcelanosa.
Really,
To me-
beautiful.
New models.
Yeah, to
This
me
one
it's-
is,
It's a little
Try
busy.
this one. This is just gorgeous.
Since,
And they can do it like
like it,
Wow.
special, fantastic. Yes, yes.
It's
very
ceramic, but it feels just like wicker.
Yeah, we have this type of in our showers.
We can have, of course,
Yeah.
the floor, the wall coordinated. Normally, now in the modern bathroom.
You think you might find some stuff for the new place when we have a new place?
Yes.
You put the borders.
I'm getting some ideas.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Honey, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Honey, look at this one. Look. You can open like that.
Gosh, that's thick glass, huh?
Yes. Or, hold on.
Oh,
Or you can open that way.
if you open it that way, you can't get in.
But
And
if
shut
you
the
have
door.
a big shower, you can open both ways.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm just saying.
All right. Fair enough.
Wow, this place is incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna be really nice when they get all the plastic off and have people running around giving out champagne and espresso. This is the brand we got too, Getaway. And that's the toilet we got, yeah. They were about, if I remember correctly, they were about 300, maybe 250, 300 for a toilet. But you know, you only have a toilet, a bidet, a sink. So for 1,000, you have the basics covered inside. And then your shower is like 1,000 to 2,000, depending on how big you go. Shower head and everything.
Yeah.
And then you have your tile, but the bathroom's not a lot of square meters. An average bathroom is probably 12 or 14 square meters of tile at 40 a meter. That's only about $700, euros, excuse me. I'm American, sorry. Yes, pretty. That's why I say for 5,000 or 6,000, you can have a bathroom done if they're not having to do replumbing and that kind of stuff.
Nice. Gosh. Everything is so nice.
All right, let's see if we can find some pricing to give you guys an idea. Buongiorno. So this toilet's 300 euros. With a discount, it is going to be probably around 220, 230. So that again is the one we got. It's a meter by 80 centi, and it's 270 base price, and it's electrified. It comes with the light and everything. Oh, good. We didn't see any showers. Let's see. So this shower enclosure is 400 euros. So 100 by 80. About 40 inches by 32, 34 inches wide. The pan would be separate. That one is 400 euros. And again, you take about 30% off all of that because you're going to be doing a lot of business and you'll get a discount. These are list prices. So all this stuff is ready available, guys. It's not like you're going to have to hunt stuff down. We're about 15, 18 minutes from Montepulciano. We're very near Chiusi, where there's a high-speed train. This is the kind of stuff you can find when you're in a well-populated area. Well, welcome to Obi. We're in the town of Corciano, just kind of on the north side of Lake Trasimeno in Umbria, just about 15 minutes from Perugia. So this is probably the closest thing we have to a Home Depot. I think they've even taken the color scheme of Home Depot here. And it's a very complete store. It probably doesn't have quite the selection that a Home Depot would have, but it's certainly ample enough. Now, these are very important. This is what we call a split system. And with the way the world is heating up and how hot it is here in the summer, you're just going to have to get something like that pretty much anywhere you go. I had to mute the audio, so Oli's saying something probably like you're the best husband ever, but I had to mute the audio because they had music playing really loud in the background, and YouTube picked it up and gave me copyright infringement, so I couldn't post the video. So here's a big selection of different split systems, and you can get something as low as 700-800 euros complete, and then you would have your installation cost, but that's not that much, maybe 400 or 500 euros, depending on how they have to run cables, if they have to do any channeling in the walls to run cables, but pretty reasonable, and they do a fairly good job. In a house like 2 bedrooms, you would need probably 2 or 3 heads inside. This isn't a bad brand, and it's 700 euros for both parts of it. Not bad. So paint, these are 40 euros for what is basically a 5-gallon jug of paint, and probably pretty comparable. Might even be a little less than in the US. And they have all sorts of different levels of paint and things here. Also primer. They do color mixing. I mean, really, it's just like being wherever you are now, assuming you have a really high quality store that can do custom paint matching, etc. All sorts of stains, glues, a million different kinds of spray cans in case you want to go do some graffiti. Here's all the stains, lots of colors, varnishes, everything you need. Now let's look at some tiles. So everything is priced, and the big number is per square meter, that number, $29.30 basically. So about $3 more or less per square foot. The boxes come with 1.5 meters square tile in it, so that's about 45 euros. It's very good quality stuff. This is actually some of the higher end tile that they have here available in the store. Now look at this stuff. Now this is more like about 75 cents a square foot, almost 8 euros per square meter, 12 euros per meter and a half. All different sizes. Nice as a backsplash. Maybe nice as some detailing in a floor even. So all of this stuff is 60 to 70 up to $1.50 more or less per square foot. Probably pretty comparable to what you have in the US. Italy's a huge producer of ceramic tiles, by the way. This stuff's 60 cents a square foot if you wanted to go with something simple or for like a laundry room or something. It's nice looking. Feels good. Faux wood. $1.50 a square foot. All sorts of different stuff here. And like everything else, it just goes on and on and on. These would be nice on walls. Nice natural stone feel. Labor in general is pretty cheap too for putting in. Like if you get some tile guys to come in, I think you'll find, at least compared to the United States, it's much cheaper than what you're used to paying. Now this stuff I didn't like at all. That's just plastic. Ugh. I mean, it kind of looked okay in the photo, but gosh, if you touched it, it felt horrific. So you can see the pricing here for these sets. I don't think it includes the faucet, but a sink and a cabinet underneath for 230, 240 euros. And the euro and the dollar are about in parity right now. So if it says 230, it's more or less $230. It's 7% difference right now. So they have a good selection. The thing in Italy is they don't stock a lot of back stock. There's not going to be 27 of each of these in stock. So you may see it, but it may have to be ordered in. Bathtubs, 200 euros. I believe that shower was about, let's see if I pan on it. The pan's only 70 euros. 200 for the enclosure. You could probably DIY it yourself. If not, it wouldn't cost much to have a plumber come in and set it up for you. That mirror is only 80 compared to the other place where it was 250. Plenty to choose from. Now we're getting a little more upscale. I'm not a huge fan of these shower massages. I feel like I'm in a car wash. But it shows that they have pretty nice stuff here, if you want something very contemporary. Nice simple glass enclosure. Love the size of the pan. That's a nice pan. Speaking of panning, if I pan down, I can actually see the price. It looked like it was 200 and change. Anyway, you'll certainly find something in here. And this would be cheaper than going to a specialty store like we were just in, the last place we were shopping in. Tons of selection. And even all your little accessory stuff. Toilet brushes, soap dishes, soap dispensers. In other words, pretty much everything. I tried to slow this down a little bit so you can get a feel for pricing on stuff. You can also get a lot of this stuff on Amazon. You can order I ordered door pulls here on Amazon and got 10 of them for 16 euros. So you'll just have to shop around and figure out who has the best prices. Obi's lighting department is actually really solid. They have a great selection of light bulbs, the absolute best prices around that I've found. You see some solar security lights on the right side there. All sorts, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different types of light fixtures. And this is just one aisle. There was another aisle that also had lighting. So it's a great place to come for lighting. And last but not least, they have a really solid garden section. I bought my mower, my chainsaw, all sorts of tools here. We got some chairs and a table for the outdoors. And they also have a lot of plants. But having this many different mowers available for sale in a single place is pretty good. Most places just show 2 or 3. Like smaller hardware stores, maybe in slightly smaller towns. So you hate to always give business to the big guys, but when you really need a good selection of lawnmowers or something, even riding mowers, which I'd love to have. We have over almost 2 acres of grass to mow, and I'm doing it with a push mower right now. So I think you get a good idea of how complete this store is, and I feel that the prices are very reasonable compared with other places. So our next stop is going to be the Travertine Company. So let's get out of Obi and get in the car, and we're driving about 30 minutes over near Sinalunga to the Travertine Company. So we're at the natural hand-cut Travertine Company now. We kind of snuck into the showroom. We haven't seen anybody here yet. But they have all kinds of colors and everything's really thick, and this is what we used in our palaces, in the palace apartments we redid. Like this.
Oh yeah, this is nice too. That's nice. That's nice.
And it all runs about $4 a square foot, 35 euros a meter. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tour around the places that we shop a lot. I just wanted to show you that there's tons and tons of things available to buy, at least where we live here in southern Tuscany, western Umbria. There's so many stores, there's so much things going on, so many things happening, and you can find dozens of shops that sell all these things, travertine and bathroom, anything that you would need for your house. And I mean really, really good quality. Look at this one, how they did that surface on it. If you have any questions, feel free to write me at bradsworld8@gmail.com. Always happy to answer a little question for you. If you have more in-depth needs and want to have a long conversation with me, happy to set something up. You can go to my website, bradsworld.it. My rates are on there, and we can set up a video chat and really speed you along, help shorten your learning curve for moving to Italy and learning how to do different things here. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon.